Hypothetical question.
So a hypothetical is used to ground logic. If you can't engage in a hypothetical, it's obviously that you cannot use your logic to ground your framework. So hypotheticals don't necessarily have to be based in reality. They are used to see if this person can stay consistent.
On one thing, the senator has been consistent.
Obviously, Sue, without answering the question, was not being consistent or logical.
This behavior is inconsistent with logic, Dr. Chandra.
Okay, then otherwise she'd just be special pleading to location. Great.
No special pleading, no exceptions. It is of the nature of the...
Now that we're past that, I would also say that we cannot say that this is actually a real life situation like baby Jaden, okay, her mother just left her for 10 days and disappeared and told the 16-month-old to basically survive on its own. And it needed her mother's resources to survive. So it's not outside the realm of reality. Okay, I know the hypotheticals hurt a lot of people's feelings because it makes them have to use logic and reason to ground their argument and not emotional plea to like teenagers, which is very much the minority that get pregnant. So again, I would like to hear the answer to a hypothetical that is given. I could go outside of a hypothetical, fine, but I just want to show you that this is a concession if you're not going to engage in a hypothetical that was presented.
The only time I plan on calling you is to hear you concede.
You cannot concede.
Hypothetical usually under normal circumstances works when you're not insulting the other person because they don't disagree with you.
Really? Is that what happened?
If you want to rewind the tape, we can do that.
Again, part of having these debates is that you have to have emotional intelligence. It seems that everyone here, regardless of whether or not you are on the same side or not, you have emotional intelligence. When part of it is being like, hey, I understand what you're saying and I don't agree with it. Right?
You have your emotional intelligence yet?
God damn it. Stop making me be goddamn serious. Like, seriously. God damn it. Anyway. It's annoying. Anyway. So, but that's the circumstance. By you insulting someone or saying...
Really? Is that what happened?
Really? Who told you that?
That they don't have this and they don't have this, they can't do this. You're kind of hurting your own cause as you are trying to make a point in this discussion. It's not even a debate anymore, it's more so a discussion. So yeah.
I just want to say that hypothetical was fucking stupid. It was so ridiculous. You proposed birth has ever heard of appeal to extreme, that you always fucking do, by the way.
And so, pro-lifers kind of give me the creeps. I mean, like, just tell us, you know, if you like a cream pie, like, it's okay, you know, but let's not, you know, get people pregnant. And on a serious note, though, you know, we don't have the same standards set for men when it comes to their bodily autonomy. So why is it different for women? We don't go around saying that men should be forcefully castrated when it comes to abortion and, you know, having children and stuff. We don't. But why do we hold this stance for women? I think it's honestly, I think it's rooted in power. I think it's a power dynamic when it comes to men, because, you know, a lot of men in power enforce these laws. Come on, I'm on the spot now, you say. These analogies are a little silly. You know, I'm a bit of a realist. I don't even get into philosophical debates personally because
I do not entertain hypotheticals.
You know what? Y'all are rancid fuckers that don't give the grape exception. Y'all are nasty and you need to be put on a fucking list. You're just fucking gross, honestly. And that's it.
You just insult me in pig Latin.
Exactly. Proposed birth is a fucking gross for the no exceptions. I mean, you guys are like gross, but still, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think it's funny that we were talking about not name calling, yet the people that came up here after talking about not name calling and that it doesn't get the point across came up here and name called. But that's cool, right? So rules for thee, not for or me, not for thee.
You should point out the hypocrisy of that.
I just think there's a double standard and you can't debate outside of it.
Okay. I think someone saying that someone having an opinion is gross isn't necessarily name calling. I don't think anyone was using
Yeah, so these
significant.
people who are gross and effing disgusting, yeah, I would call that name calling. But that's fine, it can be subjective.
Case of the hypothetical that Cass is giving, like there are situations when people live or go on vacations in Alaska for an extended period of time. There are situations whenever women are cryptically pregnant. There are situations whenever women are able to lactate, which is, more often than not. There are situations when stuff like this does happen, or whenever if there was a situation to which these different what is it, factors all happen to take place at the same time, right? The chances are low, right? But it's still very much a possibility of it happening. And I think it provides a good question as to trying to understand the principles as to why you would consider one life okay to take the life of, and then the other life like you'd consider to be immoral or unjust to do that same thing. I think it's a fair question. And even if you don't want to necessarily engage in the hypothetical, at least answering the moral distinction as to the difference between like a born child versus an unborn child, right? Why is it okay to like say, oh, I don't want to use my bodily resources on the unborn child because it's my body. But if it's a born child, then yeah, I guess I should use my body because it's already born. And you're not really explaining the differences, why one's okay and why one isn't. So I would love to hear Sue's response to that.